Hello everybody, it is a big weekend coming up. We have Germiston Sunday League 1 is back in action. It has been months since we had Sunday League 1. The last time was in March. Yes, so now we're in July and we're back finally. We're very excited and we have people to join me as guests so we can preview Germiston. We have a great field. We've got 88 players. Everybody, you're all in the field. Well done. We've all got something to look forward to. We've got Ryan Esmond, we've got Dylan Coach is back, we've got Donnie, and we've got Martinez. Martinez is a very special guest. Hello Martinez, how are you doing? You can have the first word.
Hello Maz, good and you? How's it guys?
Very good.
Hey, Martinez.
How's it?
So you must be wondering, why is Martinez on? Well, Martinez is on because he pretty much plays Germiston.
Or Falsey.
Germiston all the time. And yes, he can take us through some of the featured holes. A member at Germiston, Martinez?
Yes, I'm a member at Germiston. I think I've been now a member for the last 3 or 4 years. I mean, we went through a little bit of a rough patch last year, but after lockdown, I think the best thing that could have happened with the golf course is the lockdown. Get the feet off the course, and the greens are running beautifully currently. I mean, just after lockdown, the frost hit the course, so it's now a normal winter's course, so you're going to get a nice roll on it. But, I mean, you can still hit the greens with confidence and they will sit down.
Brilliant. I think somebody else played there this week. Dylan, you played there this week? Having a practice round?
I got a sneaky practice round in there. I was hoping that I would go under the radar.
And how did it go?
Yeah, so it's actually only the second time I've played Germiston, and I think maybe it gets a bit of a bad rap. I mean, most courses are looking a bit brown at the moment, and it's maybe not the prettiest golf course. But man, oh man, that is a cool layout. That is a really, really cool layout. I really enjoyed the course, thinking about it, trying to work out what the best tee shots are, what the best approach shots are. I must say, when we played the Sunday, I think we played a Sunday league there earlier in the year or end of last year. I remember being very impressed with the greens then. I actually thought the greens were a little bumpy this time. They definitely hold. There's no issue with holding, especially if you strike it nice and pure. But I thought putting wise a little bit bumpy. So just a heads up to the guys for Sunday. Just try and lag your putts up, because those 3-footers are bumping all over the place and they're not a hell of a lot of fun.
Great. Well, everybody joining us, thank you for joining us once again. We've got Hanu. Howdy. We've got Donnie. Well, you can't do both. Donnie, we'll get to you and Ryan just now. Hello, Peter. Hello, Alan. Hello, guys. Quibus is watching. Hello, Quibus. Thanks for watching again. Also playing on the weekend. Everybody that I see is playing on the weekend. Ruben, hello Ruben, and Paul Ricketts says hello chaps. Okay, quickly before we move into the nitty gritty of the Germiston breakdown and preview, we had a round of golf at Houghton today. Ryan, myself and you took on Donnie and Basil. We came close, we came down the last, needing to win to halve the match, and then Donnie went out and made a birdie on the 18th, which wasn't very nice of him. But it was a good day out.
It didn't help. It didn't help that we both went back onto 10s, sort of part of the course.
Yeah.
So yeah, but Donnie had an absolute stunner in, and there was never a doubt in Basil's mind that Donnie was making it. But yeah, it was good fun. It was nice to go down to the last hole. Always fun when a match actually turns out that way.
Great, and some good golf and some average golf played. But anyway, we're ready for Sunday. The weather might be interesting, but we are the Ducks, and the Ducks will keep kicking underneath that water, and we'll play that golf. All right, let us get into the preview. We've got our panel here to take us through their featured holes and the holes they're looking forward to. But I think the most important thing, we need to recap where the series is standing. So this is where we're standing. We're standing with Jandre Swanepoel leading on 112 points over Coronel Erasmus on 109. So very close, 109 points for Albert Liebenberg. And then Donnie, there you are, 108 points. So this is the league you can focus on. Randall Chetty on 107. Graham de Villiers on 103. Frikkie on 99. And then we fall further back with Paul Ricketts in the top 10. Jason Jenica and Rudy Mattea. So well done. That's how we pick up the Sunday League 1 season. It's going to be interesting. Okay, Glen Vista. What's up with Glen Vista? Germiston.
Oh, it's twice now.
Stuck in my brain. I don't know. Okay. Scorecard. Let's just hope this is the right scorecard. It is. I promise you. It's the right scorecard. So here we go. Interesting layout. As we mentioned, it's a 6,369 meter par 72, 36 both sides. The odds are on the first 9 and the evens on the second 9. We're going to go through the featured holes, but this is what your scorecard will look like for your live scoring. And yes, let's just remind everybody, Sunday is going to have 2 live scorings. It's going to have the main game, and we've got 10 match play matches once again. So that's going to be interesting to watch everything unfold. Here's the field, everybody. So as we go through this field, I'll show you the first tee, pick out a winner, and who you think the featured 4 balls are in the first tee. Ryan, you can take us away.
Oh, so on the first, we got about 7 match plays on this side, starting with Russell and Matthew taking on Dylan and Herman. I think that's what it is there.
Yep.
Cornell Erasmus, Sorrel Stain against Randall Chetty and Brighton. That's probably going to be a pretty good match. Hanu and Barkey against Peter and Niels. Always dangerous too, I think, Peter and Niels.
Mm-hmm.
Graham de Villiers, Karel Sneyman against Pranay and John Johandre. Sorry, I've never seen that name in my life.
That's a super sub.
Okay, there we go. That makes sense.
So the lead is super sub.
Myself and Martinez taking on Lyle and Adam. That's going to be a tough one for the 2 of us, I think.
Yeah.
Adam's there playing good golf. He was there today. And then Terence and JP taking on Hussein and Munir, who are also in our group, actually. We need to organise against them as well, Martinez.
Great.
Yep.
Donnie, is there anybody in particular here you think that could have a good chance of winning on Sunday?
Yeah, I must say I think Hanu. The course is... Germiston's not a tough course. You just need to be in play. Mm-hmm. And the big thing about Hanu's game is he's very good off the tee box. So I think he's got a good chance.
Very straight.
I'm Donnie. If he manages to get inside 100, he might have a problem because
Correct.
That was his problem at Libozzi.
I agree with you 100%. Yes. Well done. Okay, let's go to page 2. Here's page 2 on the 10th tee. Just remember, we're all teeing off at 7 o'clock, so bring your hot coffee. And we go to 8:40, but we still got a good field. It's going to be a challenge, but we're always up for challenges. It can't be worse than the round I played at Firethorn about 3 weeks ago. Sheesh, that was like a different planet. On this field, there's not as many match play matches. My group, Jason, Jenica, and Kevin Roman are playing Sepp Robertson and Edouard Potgieter. They make their debut in the match play. And then Quibus and Alan Lowe are taking on Simon and Fats. I've got a few matchups that we'll show you just now. Dylan, anybody in particular you like on this page?
I'm gonna shout out your playing partner there, Tim Garner.
Okay.
I know Timmy quite well. Played a lot of golf with him a few years back, and he's a quality golfer. So seeing him play off a 6, he's a bit of a thinker around the golf course with a good short game. So if he thinks his way around some of the tighter tee shots off a 6 handicap and he chips and putts well, I think he's going to be a real contender.
Very, very good chance as well. Yes, I enjoy. What did Quibus say? Quibus said, great chirp, Martinez Becker. So, Martinez, you've got 1 point already for the show for your great chirp. Okay, gentlemen, where do we go from here? Well, we always have a featured hole, so let's have a look at our featured hole for Germiston. And this is going to be an interesting par 5 13th stroke 16. So this is the one where you drive. Some guys have to be careful with their drives because you might reach the water, and I know the big hitters might go for it, but this is an interesting hole. Dylan, you played there, and the gents who have played there, you're welcome to comment. What do you think about the 13th?
Yeah, we had a long discussion about it actually because Terence was with us as well. We're doing a bit of course planning for him, and he didn't hit such a good tee shot, so he thought maybe that 4-iron off the tee and then a little 9-iron sandwich, something like that. My opinion is myself and Herman, we both hit drivers, both half decent drives, and I think I had 8-iron in and he had 9-iron a wedge in. So my opinion is it's really an eagle hole. You just pull that tee shot out, you grow a pair, and you just try and hit a good one. Mm-hmm. And if you pull it off, it's a par 4. If you pull off that tee shot, that becomes a par 4. So you're looking at an eagle and a birdie, hopefully quite easy. If you don't pull the tee shot off, then okay, fair enough. Then you lay up and then you wedge it on the green, and you can actually still you can actually still even have a birdie chance, even if you don't pull the tee shot off. So for the slightly short hitters, there is a dam that's kind of tucked around the corner. You can't see it from the tee box. So, if you can't get it out past the 280 mark, then just be careful. Rather hit it in the left-hand trees. I know that sounds ridiculous, but for a par 5, if you try and hit in the left-hand trees and you just come out of it a little bit and hit in the fairway and you're hitting a mid-iron into the green again, you're looking at an eagle. It really is a strong par 4, not really a par 5. I think guys just get sort of sidetracked by a tough tee shot in some water by the green. So if you kind of look at it as a really, really tough par 4 and play it accordingly, then look at it as a scoring chance, not necessarily as a place where disaster is going to happen.
Very true. Now, Peter Prinsloo is starting something here for me. Peter Prinsloo said, winning score -3. Very good, Peter. Let's start that conversation. Post what you think the scores are going to be, the winning scores. I think -3, it will be a very good winning score. I'm not so sure that it could be. I think it could be tough around there with the conditions.
And it'll be cold. Remember that.
Cold.
Yeah,
what do you
and
guys
the wind
think?
is also going to blow.
What do you guys think? Give me a quick prediction there.
I think 2 under. 2 under winning.
Okay.
I'm with Ryan on that one.
I'm going to go 1 to be different.
Donnie, what do you think?
I'm going to go quite low. I'm saying -4, -5.
Wow. Dorian Faree says -4. So you've got
My
somebody
game's
on
not
your
that good at the
case?
moment, Don.
Well, Dean Sherman won it last year. I think it was it on -5.
-5, correct.
Yeah.
Summer
Yeah,
conditions,
-5.
was it not?
But that was summer. Was it summer?
Yeah.
That was
Yeah,
almost
it
summer.
was
So
end
that's
of
a bit
last
different.
year, yeah.
Weather. No, it's different weather.
It's going to be very interesting. But we've had a
one of
good
the
run of
trickiest-
form of scores being close to even par. So we'll see how that goes.
I think one of the trickiest things about Germiston, and especially now in the conditions, is the run. You think, let me just knock a 4-iron up the fairway, and it ends up running through into felt grass. And then you can't find your ball, or you got a terrible lie.
And I'm sure there's still
100%.
leaves.
100%. I think Martinez commented earlier about the run on the course, but actually it makes it very difficult to hold the fairways.
Yeah.
Let's have a look at the longest drive and the closest to the pins. Well, we've chosen the par 3 third, which is a good early one to get started over the water, but you can clear it, you can clear the water quite easily if you don't duff it or hit it fat. The par 3 18th is the other closest to the pin. I think that's always a great hole to have a close to the pin, and the finishing hole. Not many courses have a closing par 3, and the par 5 16th will be the longest drive. Is there any other course that you know of that finishes with a par 3 as an 18th? I'm not even sure.
I'm guessing Simbiti.
Yeah. Probably a good guess, right?
I think it's East Lake or Liberty National or somewhere there where they used to have the Tour Championship. Used to, and then they rerouted. They changed the nines around so that they didn't have a par 3 finishing hole.
Okay, interesting.
I think famously when Jim Furyk won the FedEx Cup, that was on a par 3 on the last hole, and that was the last time, and then they kind of switched it around.
Leon Oosthuizen says -1. I think he is more with on my thinking. Tiaan Becker from Durban. He looks after the Durban League, and a good thing is the Durban League is starting this Sunday as well at Simbiti.
Brilliant.
Yes, so that should be interesting. Woohoo! So as the Durban League starts gathering momentum once again, because they're back for the first one after the lockdown, we will include them in our little previews and get those Durban golfers involved as well. That would be great. So good luck, Tiaan, and everybody down in Durban. Okay, what do we have next? Let us go through our holes that we chose individually. This is the hole that I chose individually. Let me just find it quickly. It is the par 4 6 hole. I find this interesting because this is the drive that you have to hit over the out of bounds area. So you can't go left, and if you want to take it on, you really have to hit a good drive. And then you still, for the bigger hitters, have to find the fairway on the other side. And then you need to negotiate your second. So really, the drive is everything. If you hit it too far to the right, then you've got a very long approach in. The last time I played this hole, I absolutely smashed it, hit that dead tree in the middle, and then that was the end of that because it fell straight down and went into the water. Other times, you hit the tree and you bounce all over the place. So that is my featured hole. Let's go to the next person's featured hole. Who have I got on here? Martinez. Let's go to you. you've got the par 4. No, it's Donnie. Sorry, you got the par 4 ninth. Donnie, you can take us through the par 4 ninth. Very tricky hole.
Yeah, definitely. You know, it's like standing on the tee box there. It's like it looks like quite a wide fairway, but if you do tug your driver left, you know, you've got the dam there, so that you can easily drop a shot. You know, same scenario as like if you block it out right, there's a couple of trees there which blocks your approach shot into the green. You know, and then if you look at your approach shots, you know, it's a quite a difficult green. It's a small green. Also, it slopes from back to front. But the most intimidating part is that like stream in the front. So if you do miscue it, you miscue it like short or right, you know, it's water. So, but still, it's a very good hole. You know, if you play it right, you know, it's like a nice good drive, and you favour the left-hand side of the green. You know, it's a easy 3-pointer for most guys.
I think
Donnie,
what
do you think that should be the 18th? Sorry, Ryan.
I think what gets people a lot on that hole as well is if you do get your drive away, whatever you hit off the box, whether it's an iron or driver or whatever, especially with the run out now, you don't have a long shot in. But that slight raisedness of the green, I think, catches people out, and they end up hitting that bank and rolling back into the water.
Yeah.
Donnie, do you think that should be the 18th hole?
Good question.
Yeah, I would say so. Easier hole to finish off with.
Okay.
I think so. And I was quite surprised playing there that tee box is actually tucked away a little bit behind the trees. So if you're a fader, you better hope the tee box is on the right hand side, because there ain't no shot there for you. You have to hit it at least straight, if not at all. Otherwise, you're going to hit those fir trees about 30 meters in front of the tee box. But I think you know, it's such a small green. I think that's spot on, Donnie. It's such a small green, and if you're trying to win a golf tournament, that is a really, really nervy type of shot. And I think if you're trying to win a golf tournament and you're on the 9th, the now 18th, sorry, you know, you can bail out of a 7-iron or 6-iron in that bunker and kind of chunk it out there in 2-putt or 4, and you should win. Whereas I think that the current 9th is a really, really tough shot. You can make a double there very quickly.
Ryan, let's go to you. You chose the par 4 14th, am I right?
Yes, yeah, I think it's the stroke 2 if I'm not mistaken.
Okay, take us through it.
I think it's a hell of a good hole. Coming off what we've obviously explained now, the 13th being a really scoreable par 5, into a rather long, tough par 4. You know, it's not a scary tee shot, but you know, the picture doesn't really do it justice there on how many trees there are hugging the fairway on the right.
Not at all.
You know, if you get your drive away left of that bunker, you've got a decent shot in, but then you've got probably one of the coolest greens I've ever experienced in my life. You know, literally split in half into 2 tiers with like 1.5 meters sort of elevation difference. And if you do, you know, hit the wrong side of that green, no matter where the pin is, if you're on the wrong side, it's you've got big issues. You know, it's not easy, and it's quite a long green, so you can see a back pin. You're like, cool, I can land at middle green, but you still end up with a 30-footer.
Yeah.
You know, and if you're in the wrong place, it's not a fun green to putt on.
Martinez, you went for the par 4 17th. Take us through the par 4 17th.
Yeah, that hole has bitten many a golfer. So if you stand over the tee box, you hit over the water again. Generally, I've seen a lot of guys slicing the ball onto the 10th tee box, which doesn't show on the picture there. And then you have to go hit your ball in front of all those golfers waiting on the tee box, which means a dove or a thin. And if you get it correctly, there's a nice blue gum waiting for you as well on the right hand side. So ideally, if you're a fader, you would like to aim at that bunker over there. The fairway runs from left to right. You get it, the ball rolls to the right hand side of the fairway, and then you've got an easy shot into the green. If you pull it left from the tee box, if you're a right-hander, then you've got blue gums that is waiting for you in front of the green, and those trees are a bit high, so it's easy to mess up that hole very quickly to make a double or a triple. Also, the reason why I selected that hole specifically is because the green doesn't break to the water. So if the flag is cut on the back right-hand side, then the putt, if you're below the hole, it's not going to turn left to right towards the water. It's going to break right to left.
Martinez, can you stop Adam and Lyle tips against us for the weekend, please?
Sorry, but I mean that for me is you either make a birdie a par or it's easy a double or triple hole. It's simple as that.
So if you're holding on to a lead, interesting little stretch towards the end there to get through 17th and 18th. That's what
Yes.
what it sounds like. Yes.
Yeah.
Dylan, I didn't realize, but we gave you the par 5 13th, which you very, very well described. So unless you have anything else to say about the par 5 13th, choose another hole. No,
Just the tap. No, this. I mean, we just spoke a lot about this stuff on Monday, and then I just think, like Martinez says there on that 17th, just lay back. Just don't go anywhere near that sort of 270 mark or even 260 mark, because the fairway just cuts in half at that mark. Just lay yourself back, around about the 240 mark. It's a really easy hole. Even if you're left or right, you'll get away with it. You'll be fine. But as soon as you get over the 260 mark, that thing just narrows up. I think we measured the chute at about 8 meters between the overhanging trees.
Wow. Okay.
Herm and I decided already. We're like, no, we're hitting 4 irons back there, and we're just going to hit some 9 irons in there. And we're not even going to get interested in those blue gums.
So nice.
Those blue gums on the left.
Yeah.
They might be high, as Martinez says, but they are thick as well. If you get in there, there's no gap.
Yeah.
It's like a farm of blue gums.
I like it that you guys are taking it very seriously with these match play games. So I've selected a couple of matches and a couple of logs. I can't go through everything. We'll be here all day, and that's not our intention. So let's have a quick look. I wanted Natural Hazards. Robert Michael and Donna Perimal are playing the Young Guns. They are Group C, so that's a good one to look out for. Let's just have a look at how Group C stands at the moment with a lot of people on 3 points there, but the Young Guns have 3... the points difference is 3. So at this stage, only the top team will be going through. So all to play for in this group. So Robert Michael and Donna Perimal need to win the rest of their games. Otherwise, it's going to be very difficult for them to go through. And then we go to Group F. In Group F, we've got Quibus and Analo, who's your caddy. They're taking on Shaft and Balls, which is Fats and Simon. This group is a very tight group. And Earwold, am I right? Nicky van Wallengoed and Billy Hall are streaming ahead. They've only got 1 game. So if they lose that game, it gets interesting. If they don't lose that game, then this is pretty much over for this group. So Fats will be looking to beat Alan and Quibus. And Alan and Quibus will be looking just to get onto the scoreboard, really. Okay, let's move to Group G. This is what I have in Group G. We have the Eagle Hunters, Cornel Erasmus and Sorrel Steyn, taking on the 2019 Match Play champions, Randall Chetty and Brayton Nduweni. That should be very interesting. Let's have a look at how that log stands. Yes, the Eagle Hunters, they've played 2, they've won 2, so they're on 6 points. So quite a bit to do. Nice. We'll have to see if Randall Chetty and Brayton can come back and pull themselves into it. The other guys, unfortunately, the last group has pulled out. So, yeah, I think it's going to be a 2-horse race towards the end of this. Then the last group I have, which Ryan will take us through, because it's his group, and Martinez's the partners are taking on Lyle Langley and Adam Ford. Good game to look forward to, gentlemen.
Definitely. Obviously, Lyle, I played twice with him this week. He's playing really good golf, and he's obviously quite dangerous I think he played off 11 today. He played off a 10 the other day at Modivantine. If he gets his swing going, he's really dangerous. His wedge game is pretty good. And Adam, I haven't played with Adam before, but I mean, by the scoreboard today, the man is solid. So, I think we're in for a good game.
This is how your group looks. 1 win away from topping the group.
Yeah, unfortunately, we came short to Terence and JP at Glendower before the lockdown.
On the last hole.
But that's golf. It can go anyway whenever it does. You're either on the winning side or the losing side. It would have been nice, I think, a fair result on that day for us to get a half or time match. But it is what it is, and we've just got to get stuck in here and try and take the W on Sunday.
And another bonus point would be great, because that's always in your favour. You've already got one.
I think that'll be extremely hard against Lyle and Adam to get a bonus point out of it.
Yeah. A win would be good enough.
Donnie, you guys are playing. No, you are. No, you're not. You had a game. No, it's gone. Yeah, unfortunately. But we're taking you on we take the One Direction. Me and Ruben are taking you guys on the Thursday league at Germiston. Almost said it again, at Germiston. So I look forward to that one because we're all like kind of peaking, dropping, and I think it could be tight. If we win,
Yeah.
anyway, that's it.
I think that's going to be the biggest game in our group.
Yep.
So yeah.
Looking forward to it. Okay, gentlemen, we have 3 more things to go through. This is what's very looked forward to, and these are the featured groups. The featured groups, we have 2 pages this time because we've got a big field, and we've got some head-to-head. Remember, this is randomly done, and if you don't feature, you'll feature next time. But we can't feature 88 players in groups. It's just difficult, impossible. Here we go. Group A, Russell Tandy, Dylan de Beer, you in that group, Leon Oosthuizen, Joey de Preer, and Sarel Steen. Let's see who wins out of that group.
I'm giving up some shots in that group. Jeez.
Proper. You're going to work hard. That is, you're right, because I think 3 of them are over 20. So good luck. Group B, Hanno Oosthuizen, Peter Zakaria, Graham de Villiers, Ryan Esmond, you there, and Martinez Becker. So you guys, not only are you team partners, but you're playing against each other for Group B bragging rights. Good luck.
I'm backing my partner on that one.
Yahoo!
I'm backing Peter Z because I need them to beat Hanu and Barki in the better ball. So come on, Peter.
Nice. Group C, Lyle Langley, Adam Ford, also partners. They're going to be taking each other on in Group C. Chad Rose, JP Atwood, and Dorian Faree. They all happening. Okay.
I'm going to go for JP on that one if he can get off the tee box properly with his driver.
Okay. Great.
I'm also going to go JP because that means that Adam and Lyle won't win, which means we'll beat them in the match play.
Good. Before we move on to the next one, let us quickly come out because we've got some predictions here. Let us see. Dorian Faree says, Joey for the win. Good luck, Joey. Paul Ricketts, Russell Tandy in Group A. So that's where the allegiance lie there. Peter Prinsloo is going with you, Dylan.
No support, guys.
There you go. You got one.
Yeah.
Peter's got you there.
Peter, thanks, Peter.
Paul Ricketts says Ryan. So he's on your side for Group B. But then Dorian says says Martinez. So yes, everything to play for there. Gasper says Lyle in Group C. All right, let us go through the second page of the featured groups. Let me just grab that quickly. I know, scrolling. Here we go. Group D. We've got our one and only lady golfer, Helena Pienaar. She is in Group D. Ronnie Volhoter, Robert Michael, Tian Schmulian, and Barry Fenter. So that will be interesting.
I'd say Barry.
Barry?
Yeah.
Solid golfer.
Barry's due a bit of form back, eh?
I think so too. Group E, we got Nick Cantell, Ryan Jensen, Paul Ricketts, Leon van Aarde, and Sepp Robertson. That should be interesting. Ryan Jensen. I'm going to go with Ryan. I think he's steady.
I'm going Ryan.
Leon. If Leon's watching, I'll bring that putter. Leon, if you win, you can have that putter. Same bet we had when I put your beard off.
Brilliant. When we come off, we'll tell exactly what that story is. Group F, we got Edwin Potgieter, Dani Geldenhuys, Simon Meyer, Malafani, our recent Sunday League 2 winner, and Aldo Faree. Donnie, I think you can take this group. I'm just saying.
If Donnie plays like today, Donnie will take that group.
I think he's coming into some form.
I'm going to go for Simon on that one because he's also a local on Germiston.
Ryan Jensen's going for Ryan in Group E. Well done.
Well done, Ryan.
Boy. Back yourself.
Ryan.
There's actually another one. Oh, this keeps happening. As I'm about to click on the person's name, somebody else posts and then everything moves up. Dorian's going for Ryan as well. There we go. Paul Ricketts is going for Simon in Group F.
Simon, yeah.
Same as what Martina said if about JP. If Ryan can get off the tee box, he's dangerous. He's
Leon van
playing good.
Aarde says, sweet. Thanks, bud. That's for you, Ryan. There we go. Ryan, do you want to tell us the story about Leon van Aarde and his last bet at Germiston, which ended in everybody else's favor, and he still looks so handsome today?
Yeah, he does. You know, I just had to get rid of that beard for him. No, so he was playing decent golf, and I think he came fourth in the event prior to Germiston, and he said he's going to win. So I just said straight up, I said, listen, I just got a new putter. I've got my old putter. If you win Germiston, I'll give you the putter. If you lose, I'll shave your beard off at the clubhouse. And he had a clean shave after the round.
Damn, I wish I remembered this because I still have the footage of it somewhere in the annals. Maybe we'll show it in the review. We'll show him getting shaved.
See, maybe we'll have to shave him again.
Remind me. Finally, here we go. The last thing is some head-to-heads for everybody. These are generally feature players that weren't in the group pairings. Simon Mayer is taking on Nick Coles. Myself's taking on Matthew Whittle. Fats is taking on Wayne Jensen. Peter Prinsloo is taking on Richard Swart. Stewart, sorry.
These are some great matchups.
Frikkie Barnard's taking on Ruben Swart again. I think that might be another. Sorry. Obviously, don't intend you to play each other all the time. Anu Fourie taking on Cornel Erasmus. Oki Brits, Pranay Pandey. Quibus Skuman is up against Kevin Ho. Leonard Nell up against Adam Ford. Rudy Mattia up against Terence. Give me 1 or 2 here, boys.
I think Rudy and Terence is going to be a great game. I know Terence has been playing some pretty decent golf the last couple of weeks, so I'd put Terence on that one. Mm-hmm. And then again, Leonard Nell, Adam Ford, that'll be a great matchup as well. I'm not going to call a winner.
Well, good luck.
Well, Peter Prinsloo and Richard Stewart, I mean, they both played well at Ibotsi.
Yes, they did both.
So, yeah, they both played well at Ibotsi, so that's going to be an interesting matchup.
Whenever
Shout out
Richard's
to
named
Peter. Go, Peter. We'll back each other, boy.
Well, gents, that's all I have for you. So we're going to look forward to Sunday then. Last words, we can go on. Johnny, you start. You haven't said much. Go.
No, well, it's like I think if the guys just keep on playing, good fairway and greens and regulation golf, and the putter's working, I think the guys can score well. It's like even though it's going to be cold, but keep it in play, guys.
Good luck. Next.
Yeah, I agree with that. Just try and keep yourself in play at Germiston. And I think my biggest tip, I think, to everyone will be try not to hit it wrong.
Yeah, try not to run through the fairways.
Yeah.
Dill?
I think I said enough, so I'm just going to say bye.
Okay. So then Martinez, you are the last word for tonight.
Yeah, go out there and go enjoy Germiston. I mean, it's a shortish course, but it can bite you in the arse very quickly.
Great. Okay, everybody, thank you very much. Thank you for tuning in. Thank you for your comments. It's much appreciated. It keeps us going. It keeps the conversation interesting. Until we come back, we'll be back on Monday to do a review. And then we got Thursday League again at Germiston. So then we got to fit in a preview. That'll probably happen on Wednesday. Lots to look forward to, everybody. So we'll see you on course soon. Big wave goodbye. Bye-bye.
Bye-bye.